Hello, Mohammadi here, and this is the third video of the Affiliate Without Risk members website building series. In the last video, what we did, we went ahead and purchased our template, and in this video, what we're gonna do is go ahead and set up our website. There's two ways to set up the website. We have the first version, V1. That was the primary way to install your template, because we did not have our own hosting platform. And what we did is, after creating TowerWP, which is the Tower Theme website hosting platform, WordPress hosting platform, we created that primarily to streamline the process and make your building process as fast as possible, so you don't have to deal with a lot of the things that you would have to deal with if you're using a different hosting. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead in this video, make it solely the website set up with the TowerWP hosting, which we call it hosting made real easy. It's like handheld. Pretty much that's the idea we had in mind while building TowerWP. So this video we're gonna focus on setting up the website using TowerWP, and then on the next video we're gonna talk about how you can set up the website using a different host if you already have any. But I strongly recommend TowerWP hosting, because we have set up the features and of the hosting to make sure it fit our audience. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm gonna start sharing my screen, and as always I have this PDF that we're gonna follow. It's called Affiliate Without Risk Gold Affiliate Website Setup Step by Step V2, which is the version 2, using TowerWP hosting. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we have our Tower Theme account already, of course, because you bought your template and you have your domain registered already. We have that already also. And number 3, we want to get a TowerWP hosting account. So when you go to TowerWP, you just type TowerWP.com or TowerWP hosting. It takes you to the same URL, TowerWPhosting.com. Oh, and that one W missing here, TowerWPhosting.com, and you're gonna log in. The login, we pretty much use your same account, your Tower Theme account login. If you have a Tower Theme account, it's the same credential. You're just gonna come in here and log in. And if you don't have a Tower Theme account, you just go ahead and create one, and you have access to TowerWP. And when you come here, I already have a plan. When you come here, you're gonna be able to go ahead and add a new website. If you click on add a new website before you pick a plan, it's gonna prompt you to go to the plan section. The plan section, we have a starter, a 7 days trial. You're not gonna get charged today, like 7-day trial of $8.99 per month for one website with 2 GB storage, unlimited bandwidth. Use any domain, free SSL, free CDN, auto backup, and 24-hour support for this specific plan. I would suggest that you go ahead and get this plan and go ahead and move forward. I have this plan activated already, so I can I can set up up to 25 websites in this hosting plan. And by the way, if you go on a yearly plan, you just pay $89. And you get it 2 months free with this plan. So it's completely optional. You can choose whichever one you want. And so I'm gonna go back to website, and I'm gonna add a new website. So this is, let me get rid of all of this stuff, because I have the auto thing that create all these things here. Yeah, so you're not gonna see none of this. I have the auto locker that automatically set things up for me. So when you click on add website, you're gonna see this section, right? And this have all your templates that you have on Tower Theme is automatically integrated here. It's really integrated with Tower Theme, so everything comes and join you in the same place, I should say. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and say AWR. I'm gonna put AWR demo. This is our subdomain that we are setting up, right? AWR demo, and username is gonna be admin, and I'm gonna come here and create my password. I like to use the same password for a lot of this stuff. Why does this keep updating? I need to deactivate this thing. I need to deactivate it because it's a lot of stuff. I don't even know why this comes up here. It's the LastPass thing. I think I should just, can I just close it here? Dismiss. Yeah, I think I should just log out for now, and I'll come back and log in later. Yeah, so I logged out so I don't have to get these crazy things. So go back to AWR demo. That's our demo subdomain that we are creating, and the username, I'm gonna use admin as my username, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my password that I always like to use. And this is your WP, your WordPress login details that you're typing here. So let me make sure everything is in line. And for email, I'm gonna use my email. You can use any email you want. And I'm gonna go ahead and select template. And I'm gonna install the Regal featured template here. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the template. This is the one selected, and it's gonna ask me for the activation key. And you know where you find the activation key already? We went over that. I'll go to active templates. I have a bunch of templates here, but this is the one that I wanna install, the Regal featured template. So I'm gonna come on view info and copy my key. After I copy my key, I'm gonna go back to my TileWP and just paste the key here and click install theme. So you see, this is how easy the process is. Literally in less than 5 minutes, you're gonna have your website installed in the subdomain. And we did it on the subdomain for a really good reason, because you don't wanna publish the website that is not done on your main domain as of yet. You can leave it on the subdomain, do all the edits that you want, all the changes that you want before you publish it to on your domain, and it would be live on the internet, right? So right now it's installing. It's gonna take literally less than a minute to set up. Boom, and our website is set up. And if you see here, you see AWR demo, and you see https://awrdemo.tilewphosting.com, and I can click on there to go see my website. This is my website set up in less than 5 minutes on TileWP. And the next thing, we're gonna go over this so you can see pretty much all the details here. If you click on WP, you automatically log into your TileWP, to your WP admin section, so you can start editing your website. And we're gonna go over the edits later, how you edit it in a couple of videos down. But in the meantime, you have these features. So if you click on view credential, this is your website login credential, and you can click on the eye icon here to copy your credential and send it to somebody if you want to share your WP login detail, your admin your website login detail with them. And this is the custom domain section, the backup section, and the delete website section. These are really great features that we will walk into, but it's maybe we'll do a separate video about that. But let me just gloss over it quickly. We're gonna spend some time on the custom domain, but on the backup, you have automatic backups that is set up on the daily, within 6 hours. You're gonna have it we have 2 daily backups. If you go on here, you see in this website you have 2 daily backups. This is on the this is the backups 12:05 to 8:12 p.m. Yeah, this is the backups that are here. This is August 18th, August 19th, August 20th. You have a daily backup. Every day there is a backup, and you can just go. If you have done some changes on your website that you don't like, you can just go back and restore it to the original restore. You just have to click restore, and it would be restored, right? It will be restored to the original backup. All of this, we did not make any changes on the website, so if you click on restore, it might give you an error because the website have not been changed, not even one bit. But you just have to click on restore and the website will be restored. Like for instance, this backup, I just restored the website to the backup from the 19th, right? So before we get distracted, let's go back to where we were. So that's the backup feature, and it's a very important feature because you're going to do some adjustment on the website while you're building, and sometimes you just want to back it up from the backup to the website yesterday, right? So everything that you feel like you have screwed up today can just get wiped out, and you don't have to sit there and pull your hair out. The next section that we're going to go into is the custom domain, because this is the subdomain. We can do all our changes in the subdomain awr demo.towwphosting.com. But when we are ready to, let's say, consider we finish editing our website completely, everything is done, and we want to go ahead and publish it. This is the simplest process possible. You can finish this in a full day. So you're gonna go ahead and put your main domain here, and I have my GoDaddy open, right? And I'm gonna use this domain specifically here, usretirementplanning.com. That's the website that I'm gonna use for this. So I'm gonna just go back here and paste my domain. Your US retirement planning alias is www.usretirementplanning, and as soon as I click on publish, I should go connect my domain. Connect my domain and add this air record to my DNS setting. So let me go ahead and add that before I click on publish. It's an air record. I'm gonna go to DNS management and just add new, add air record at, it's just a regular at, and the value, this is gonna be the server, and the default, I can set it up 1 hour, which is 600 seconds, right? So you can set this up to however time frame you want, and boom, it's added successfully. So we have a new air record, and I'm gonna go ahead and then publish my site. As soon as I publish, you see now it's http usretirementplanning.com. After you have published that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have access to a few more things. Before we update it, you wouldn't see the SSL certificate, but now that you have changed it to your domain, you'll be able to connect the SSL certificate. You can go ahead and activate that and submit, and boom, it's gonna be activated. Just a couple of seconds. Boom, the SSL is activated. Now you see it's HTTPS, and you see the secure, like the green padlock here. And after that, we have another amazing feature that we have here called the website booster to increase your website speed. So we're gonna go ahead and activate that as well. And in the video down the line, we're gonna talk about website speed, because it's a very important aspect. Let's go see if our website is now fully connected. Click on it, boom, and US Retirement Planning website is officially up on our domain URL. So this is a short video, really easy, straightforward. You don't have to go left, you don't have to go right. Sometimes with auto hosting, you have to maybe wait for 24 hours after you point the DNS server. And we build this strategically with the one thing in mind. We don't want you to stop your website building process because you have to wait for something to sync in. So this is the TowerWP hosting version. We have a really generous one website plan for $8.99 a month. You can go ahead and get your TowerWP plan with a 7 days free trial, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have questions related to TowerWP, as you always know, go to the group and post your questions, and we'll always be happy to assist you. So I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. Amazing, guys. Give me a hashtag boom if you think that was a really nice and easy, straightforward explanation of Tower WP. We're gonna keep on rolling. We have one more video to go through before we come back. This is about page speed, and we're gonna follow up. Keep on going. This is a very short one, and I'll come back. Hello everyone, Mohammadi here. This is the follow-up video to the video about the Tower setting up your website with Tower WP hosting. You remember I mentioned about one of the Google Core Vitals, Web Core Vitals, the page speed. Your website page speed is a very important ranking factor. No, I think it's the #1 ranking factor. I'm gonna double check, but I'm 100% sure it is. And you can check it for yourself. Google really values that a lot, and also it increases the betterment of the experience of the users that will be interacting with your website. The website will load fast. It doesn't matter what's the internet page speed, your website is just going to load fast. And one of the things that we have building, and one of the things that we have with Tower WP is we really take page speed seriously. And we have a CDN service that I activated, if you remember, on the recent video. And also, but we also have an extra add-on on top of your hosting plan. Pretty much, it's an offer that I put together to help you guys pretty much optimize your page speed, so you can get a mobile page speed of a minimum of 95 and desktop page speed at a minimum of the high 90s, like 95 as well. Sometimes you even get 100. So what I'm going to do here is, you guys saw the website that we just set up. It's called US Retirement Planning. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to test the page speed. It's US Retirement Planning. If you remember the website that we set up. No, it's US Retirement Plan. It's one of those things. Let me just log in so we can get that domain. Okay, I think I'm using my account here. This one, US Retirement Planning. This is the domain. This is a website that we just set up. So we're gonna go ahead and check your page speed, and I want every single one of you guys to do this. Go check your website page speed. You can go to page speed checker, Google page speed checker. You just go to page speed checker, and the first thing that's going to show up is this one, and you're going to go check it out. So this is, Google page speed checker, and we're going to analyze the page speed here of the domain that we just set up. And let's give it a little bit of time to load. And I'm gonna open another page speed checker. It's like actually two of them, two different page speed checker, and we're gonna try from both checkers just to make sure. The next one is GTmetrix. So we're gonna load our website here as well and test the page speed. So here, as you can see, our website have a mobile page speed of 99. I want you to check your website page speed. Just grab your website. I'm going to put these URL links here so you can load it up. Mobile page speed is very important because most of the people that's going to be engaging with your website are going to use their mobile. We have reached that threshold of over 60/40s as mobile on mobile users a while back, maybe a couple of years back. So this is a really important aspect to consider. And let's go see the desktop version. And if you look at the desktop version, performance is 100% page speed. It's really fast. Everything is on point. And this is what you need for your website. It's a very important Google Web Vital, like one of the top. It's only 5 Web Core Vitals that Google has, and page speed is #1 in the list or #2 in the list. So it's a very important aspect. I'm really persistent in this because it's going to help you a lot. And this is another Web Core Vital, like another page speed tester. As you can see, the performance is 100% structure, 99%. So these are like what you need for your website. You can check check your website and see what your website page speed is, and because it's very important, something that you should consider very seriously. So this is one of the perks that you really get with TowerWP hosting. And what you get is, if you get a TowerWP plan, it's like the one website plan. We're gonna give you we're gonna do your website page optimization for you for free of cost. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys and to get TowerWP hosting, so we can help you get your website page speed as high as possible. Wow. I got 99 problem, but page speed is not one of them. Who like that? Who like the 100 and the 99 page speed? And this is one thing that I always like tell you guys: check your website page speed, because it's a very important factor. It's a very important factor. It's a Google Web Core Vital. I'm gonna bring Andrew and Andres and Paul and also Kervin to just comment on this aspect, because all three of them are Affiliate Without Risk members, and they joined on the first test run that we had, and they all was able to build a website on Tower Theme. And I wanna get their feedback on how easy the process has become. I see questions in the chat. We're gonna take care of the questions later. Andrews, Paul, you can put on your camera as well, just so we can get to hear a little bit of the feedback that you guys have after watching this. Paul, are you there? Can you hear me? Let me see if Paul is here. Paul, you're a panelist. You can pretty much turn your camera on. Hello, Paul. Turn your audio on as well. Your audio is off. I think you're still muted, Paul.
There we go. Yeah, it helps. Sometimes my girlfriend tells me to be quiet, so the mute thing, I don't know. But yeah, how you doing, man?
Amazing. I'm gonna start with Kervin. Kervin, what comes to mind when you see all the development that have been made? You know, you was one of the first people to set up your website on Tower Theme. Like, how was the experience then, and compared to what you're seeing now?
Well, my experience then was good. Things worked, but this is a lot more refined and simple. There's not nearly as many hitches. And plus, when you're all finished, you're going to have that highly optimized page speed, and everything just works so much better. I thought it was good before, but this is really, really good.
Amazing. So, great to hear. Andres?
Oh my God, yeah, no, I gotta go check my page speed now. Before it was great. I thought you did a phenomenal job. But of course, I bought the two themes, the crypto and the gold, different gold. I really like this one, but the hosting was separate. You at the time recommended another hosting service, so now it's so convenient. It's a one click and you're done.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm impressed. Very nice.
We've been working hard. All those 2 a.m. in the morning texts that I had with some of you have really paid off. Kervin would say, you should go to sleep now. I'm like, just let me take one more night out of this one. Paul, looking at this, what type of, what comes to mind after, seeing this? You was one of the people that really, I remember when we had to go back and forth a lot on the hosting aspect, on the page speed aspect with you, because you was using another hosting and it was really hard. That's why I wanted to have you on here. And just see your feedback and your reaction after seeing all of this.
Well, the one thing, it's like, it was nice being on board early on, and I'll be honest with you. I've been doing this off and on. I've been doing this kind of stuff for a bunch of years, and I've probably built in my time, well over 100 websites on my own, well over. But with when we're talking to you, and with with Jason and Donathan, it was just like, the main thing is the things I always get stuck on is getting started. You get stuck on the logos perfect. You get stuck on the page design. You get stuck on all this crap. And then next thing you know, a month's passed. So the best thing, and it's all about getting started. You want things to integrate. You want things to run smoothly. And that is, hands down, the reason I did this to begin with you. And it's so important. I mean, page speed, everything. I'm actually, let me see real quick. Oh, I hate it, man. My GT metrics came up for Blockstar. It's an A. My performance is 100%, and my structure is 97%. That really sucks. I want both to be 100%. What's up?
Yeah, we covered. You know, after this, we're gonna get on the call and figure that out. You know, Paul,
Yeah. So, and that was the thing that we, you know, I'll be honest, and it's like I've said this recently somewhere else, but recently, you have a lot of people in this business, a lot of people in this industry, and lack of better terminology, so many of them are just full of shit. And I excuse my French, but you know, I've met you. You know, we talked with Cocoa Beach. I've got time to get to, you know, we have mutual friends now, and you know, it's just when you find someone that's genuine in this business, it's very rare. You know, and when you put your heart and soul, your backstory is amazing. And it's not, you know, it's just like the whole thing. It's just like you earned everything you got, and you've built things from scratch, and you learned what works and what doesn't work. So this type of thing is going to save people like I don't even know, man, a crazy amount of time. And that's the biggest thing is just, you know, I think Cuban says it's just like get started. You know, it's just like you just got to get going. And if you're going to get hung up on all this other crap, you know, spend a little, you know, not everybody has a ton of cash, but I promise you, you try to do this on your own, you're going to spend way more money. And time, the key, time has no value. Your time.
100%.
Your time. And so I've been thrilled, you know, it's a very smooth running website. Everything's there that you need. I used to use Elementor and Thrive for a while. So Beaver Builder was new, and we were starting off. So I had to give it a chance. But you know, after I started, it's easier than all the other ones, really. In the end, it really is. It's not, you know. And you told me, you said, no, this is gonna be easy. This is gonna be much easier. And I'm like, you know, I'm not a young man, you know. I'm like, I'm a creature of habit. I'm like, no, I like my Thrive, you know, but no, it doesn't work that way. Beaver, like the back end of this is actually much easier to use for every level, right? So you're dealing with something that's turnkey. It's a, you know, I hate to use the cliche, but it's a business in a box, right? So you're coming up and you're given an opportunity to have everything kind of put in front of you. And that's kind of priceless to me. Because time is valuable. Because, you know, we talked a little earlier, and I'm like, oh, I got to get my kids to soccer, you know, and all this other stuff. And being an ex-airline captain, time is everything. You know, it's about time, right? When you're dealing with airplanes, it's about time. So time, that's what makes this so nice. It's very smooth. It runs very quick. It's a good-looking themes. You know, you put together good-looking products that are aesthetic to the eyes and just work.